One day I was just passing in my room and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, where's my life gonna go from here? I was that kid in the neighborhood that everybody knew, you know. My environment, where I was coming from, it was like hard to maneuver out, and then I moved around a lot, so I never got to stay in one place. I could pass around another neighborhood and be like, oh, I used to live there, and oh, I used to live there, and most kids wouldn't understand why I would have so many houses. Family problems, my mom had a couple issues, my dad wasn't around, but I used to get into trouble a lot, getting suspended and stuff like that. I knew it wasn't good at first, but then when I even tried my hardest, sometimes the people that surrounded me weighed me down. Back then, I didn't see myself as a leader. My sister wanted to get us out that environment and try to make a better plans for ourselves in the future. It was 9 o'clock at night. I went to my friend's house and tell them all I had to leave, and nobody could believe it. And the next day I get a phone call. It was like, I went to your house the other day and you weren't there. I was like, I know, I live in Philly now.
When you're moving from home to home, or you don't necessarily have all of the support that's needed, they can't focus, they can't function because they have so much going on at home that it's nearly impossible to function at school.
I got some information early in the year about Dante from the school district saying we have a new student. I was a little hesitant, I'll be honest. He had a lot of background baggage coming in, wasn't successful as a student in Florida where he came from, either academically or socially. I had to look at how that would work in my school culture, whether I was willing to take that chance.
He was like, I'm taking a shot on you because it looks like nobody else has. I always noticed something on the left side of the wall, but I never got to look at it because I was always like walking towards the lunchroom. But then when I looked to the wall, it was a poster that said, be a leader. This was a school where kids that nobody noticed, they were leaders in their own personal way. Maybe a kid was a leader at doing his writing homework better than anybody else and pushing themselves forward. So I took that as I wanted to be a leader too, so I can make a difference.
Right now, he's in this position now where he's trying to do better, but it's a day-by-day basis, you know. But at the end, we keep telling Dante, it's about what's here, you know. Most of us hate hypocrites, but hypocrites have it here, but they don't have it here. And that's what we're hoping to see in Dante.
I'm a leader in coming from a worse scenario that most people may find terrible and try to make the best of it. So I have to be proactive. That's not an option. That I always gotta have a can-do attitude. The habit that will help me the most in high school is put first things first. With not always worrying about hanging with my friends or being on a cell phone. I gotta worry about putting my schoolwork in and always reading or being ahead or studying even when nobody tells me to study. Everybody got a dream. I always want to play football for the NFL. That's my first dream, but my second dream is actually to build a business and help with my environment and help kids that are going through the same thing as me. So try to make a difference in life, like a role model program. So they have after-school activities, and when you got nobody to talk to, you can come and talk to me or the people that work there. So it's actually a safe environment for young males and females that have problems, so they can work it out.
He often talks to the other boys who are sometimes in conflict about making choices because of the consequences that follow. And this is a young man who didn't think that way, 7 months, 8 months ago. All of a sudden has a different perspective on decision making.
Mr. Sweeney, he's a great guy. I thank him for actually giving me the chance to come here. If I didn't come, I don't know where I would turn out now. I probably wouldn't be in school. I would probably find it too hard to learn, and I would probably drop out. Don't let your scenarios take over your life. You gotta move on. My brother said just because your mom and dad wasn't there, that don't give you an excuse to throw books and be mad at the world that if you're not succeeding in life, that's your fault. So you gotta take the initiative and succeed. Be different. Don't always be what your friends wanna be. Be focused. Do what you gotta do.